supposed true story of Chupacabra. Basically, drug dealers who live in the Caribbean bought wild animals and they got loose and started eating the cattle. And the fucking local people called it the Chupacabra.
Oh, okay, I got it.
If I'm a drug dealer, I buy a fucking panther and the panther goes loose and it's gonna fucking eat all my goats, all the goats and shit.
Yeah.
That panther now is like Chupacabra.
Yeah.
On the Max Allotment Podcast.
This shit. Episode 91 of the Max Allotment Podcast has now started, and we're here. Crenly's here. Joe's here. Actually, let's do this correctly.
Salute to Bruce.
Show
Hey.
on the Max Allotment Podcast.
We are here. How goes it, Crenly?
Man, it goes it. I'm blessed as always. Good to be here. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm gonna be a little bit transparent as to why we didn't put out an episode last week, bro. It was stressful, man. Not so much like it was just like a combination. I just mostly work. It was a combination.
Yep.
Trying to find reasons why it wasn't work, but it was mostly work. But it's that time of year, man. Work is picking up again, busy for me, and you know I don't think people understand that you and I have real 9-to-5s outside of this.
Yep.
You know, so yeah, man, we got real, you know, we got the superhero alter ego thing going on.
Yep. Professionals during the day and then the little Ratchet at night.
Yeah. I don't know if it's a little Ratchet, but like, you know what? Let's just call it that. It's, you know, little's cool.
A little.
Yeah.
Ratchet light. Can we say that?
Diet Ratchet.
Yeah, we can say that.
That's the name of the episode, Diet Ratchet.
Diet Ratchet. That's it. Yeah.
How you been,
but
brother?
you know what? You needed the break. You needed some time to just do nothing.
Yeah.
You know, work.
And I did.
Real life continues. You know what I'm saying? Like we come on here once a week, we have fun, we talk about some cool stuff, but the very next day we got to get right back to it. So sometimes you just need a break, and it's okay to take a break.
I think we reminisce about this a few times, but I do miss our 3-4 hour long recordings sometimes.
They're like therapy sessions, man.
Yeah, it was like, you know what? Fuck it. Life sucks. The world's ending. Let's just fucking drink.
Let's just get drunk and talk shit and stay up to 2 a.m. and then like be hurting the next day.
On camera.
Yeah.
All on camera.
Ratchet.
Oh,
Ratchet.
man.
Yeah,
listen,
man,
it's been fun. Listen, we got to remind you guys that, like you said, I don't want to echo exactly what you said, but life happens, life is happening, life continues, shit like that. So, yeah, man, it's fun. It is what it is.
It is what it is. We get back to work. Sometimes you take a step back, but then you got to get right back at it.
Yo. Speaking of which, I think we need to the aid to the therapy is the booze, right? I think we need to get into it.
Absolutely.
So, what are you drinking, sir?
So check this out. I am drinking Juice Slinger IPA.
Okay.
From a local brewery out of Fort Worth called Wild Acre. Right, so I'm not gonna lie. I specifically bought this beer because of the can. This is a Crenly sized.
Oh, because it's a Red Bull size can.
Yeah.
So the 12 ounce.
It's a tall, slim can. It's a 12 ounce.
Wait.
Wait, what's wrong?
This can't be a Crenly if it's tall, slim. I'm sorry to tell you that. One of those adjectives is not you, bro. I'm just saying.
Neither one of those. Not tall, and I'm not necessarily slim. No, not anymore.
This is the 2.5 Crenly, 2.0 Crenly.
Yeah. But
sorry, go ahead. I'll stop. Shut up.
So the other reason I got this was because it's an ale brewed with Texas grapefruit, and I love grapefruit.
Really?
Oh my god!
Like love.
Like
you can peel a grapefruit and eat it without doing nothing to it.
Just yes, I got that. I take it to work.
Bro, that's weird.
So when I saw this, I was like, I gotta get this. First the can, and it got grapefruit. I'm like, I'm getting it. So
that's weird.
Check out the color.
I like it.
Check out that color.
It looks
nice.
from when I see it looks a little flat, but is that just because it's been sitting for a minute?
Yeah, it's been sitting for a minute.
Okay.
It has been sitting for a minute. I'm almost done with it. But the first time I had it, I was like, yeah, I don't like this beer.
What?
Like the first couple sips, I was like, no, I don't like it. But now, I fucking love it.
That's weird. Isn't that weird? Isn't that some weird shit? I think everybody who loves IPAs started that way. Like you sip IPA for the first time, you have that IPA face. That's what I call it. Because it's not bitter beer, but it's also not like bad. It's just like, what was that? Like you just have like this your face is having a stroke, but not really, and then you just fucking twist your eyes and shit.
Because it gets you by surprise, and you're like, oh man, I wasn't expecting that. But then after you let it sit and you get the flavors going on, like, you know what? This is good.
Yeah.
And this is one of them. I really, really enjoy this one. So Wild Acre is a local one, right? Unfortunately, they got bought out last year, and these people have a beautiful beer garden. Like it's spacious. They built a concert venue in the back. They got picnic tables. They got cornhole games. They got all kinds of stuff. Right? Real beautiful place. I don't know why. I mean, I'm sure finances have to do with them selling. But
money's right.
Yeah, exactly. So cider works. Cider. What is it? What was it called? Cider something bought them out.
Okay.
I don't know what they plan on doing with them. I don't know if they want to keep it going or if they're gonna do something else with it. I hope they keep it going. I hope they pump some money into it and then like expand on the selection that they got, because their beer is pretty good.
Yeah.
Right. It's not great. I'm not gonna say it's great, but it's pretty good.
Yeah.
And you can throw a nice summer party back there, spring party. You can have events. They got like farmers markets on Saturdays. So you got vendors, local vendors. So if you got a chance to go there, if you're in Fort Worth, you gotta check them out.
I mean, you work there?
Give them a chance.
You kind of shouted them out with a lot of like marketing details, bro. What the hell's going on with this?
Man, because I enjoy that spot. I really do. So when I heard they got sold, I was like, man, I hope they don't close it, because if they do, that's gonna hurt.
It is weird to see a cider. Is that, what do they call cider companies? Is it cider company, cidery?
I couldn't tell you.
Cider. I don't know. It's weird to see a cider company. I'm gonna say a cider company buy out a brewery. It's usually the reverse. Not that I'm saying it happens often, but you would assume that I would assume, at least, not just I speak for myself, I guess. Yeah. I would assume it would be the reverse, where usually I would see like a brewery buy out a cider company, not so much a brewery. I'm sorry, a cider buying out a brewery.
Buying a brewery. Yep.
So interesting. So what's the rate? Give us the rating for two sides. One when you first had it, and then one currently. So when you didn't and you hated it, what was your initial rating? And then now that you love it, what's your new rating?
So I'm gonna give it a 2.
Whoa.
When I first had it, I was like, oh my God, what's going on here? Like in the beginning of the can, first couple sips.
Okay.
And then it got gradually better, and I was like, hold up. Now 4.25.
What?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yo, you sure you don't work for them, bro? What's going on here? What's going on? Let me see the badge. Let me see the company card. It was good.
Am I on payroll? Hey, this is good, man. I'm telling you, like, I don't even know the ABV on this thing. It's let me see if I can find it. Of course, it doesn't say.
I'm assuming at least 6.5.
It's got to be, right? Let me see.
What's it called? Juice what? Juice what?
Juice Slinger. 7%.
Oh, that's good. Oh yeah.
It says straight shooting and loaded with grapefruit. That's what the website says.
So, as a grapefruit lover, are you getting your grapefruit kick?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I'm telling you, I got little grapefruit things. I take them to work. Matter of fact, I had a little can today. I love grapefruit. Love that shit.
I don't know how. Like, listen, I do pineapple juice, pineapples. I don't know if that's kind of one of those things in the same line, but grapefruit, that's such a weird tasting. It's not weird. It's just bitter as fuck.
I love that shit. Oh. That and what's the other one? Chinola. What's Chinola?
Yeah, but Chinola's not that bad. Chinola's passion fruit. That's not. Those
two. No. I'm talking like just flavors that I love.
Yeah.
Those two flavors, amazing to me. Amazing.
All right.
What you sipping on?
I'll jump into mine. I am drinking Einstein's Spells, which is a collaboration with EQ out of New York.
Okay.
And you can't see it because of my bright ass light, but Wren House Brewing. I didn't even know this was happening. I saw this at the store. Wait a minute. I'm trying to find the right angle.
This is to get this right. This is EQ from New York.
Yes, sir.
And Wren House from Phoenix.
Wren House from Phoenix. You were there
Arizona.
twice.
Yes, I was.
So yeah, man. It caught me off guard. So let me explain. It caught me off guard, and the way that I got this beer was pretty fucking funny, right? So I went to the store next to my job because I had to prepare for this episode. I didn't have any because the beer that I had in my fridge I already had. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it again. So I went to the store. I bought 2 other beers, right? And one of them caught my attention from Pariah, and it's called "Give Me Some More," and it was pretty much the little. It was a rip off of the Busta Rhymes video, "Give Me Some More."
Okay.
And of course, immediately I gravitated to it. I'm like, oh, grabbing this. Boom, grabbed it, right? Then I grabbed another IPA, and I was like, cool, I'm rocking out with these. I literally paid for the shit, went to my car, and something said, check it out. Bro, both cans were over a year old. I went right back inside, and I said, nah, bro, I'm good on this. I'm going to exchange these. So I went back, exchanged them, and I found this shit, the Equilibrium.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I saw. So what's crazy is I don't know if you can tell, but I saw the EQ like the front. So I noticed it was Equilibrium, but I didn't notice the Wren House logo on the side. Gotcha. So I grabbed it, and then I saw the Wren House logo. I was like, "Oh shit! All right, cool. Let's fuck with it. See what we get."
Now you didn't see this at Wren House. They didn't put it out like they didn't sell it out of the brewery or
I didn't see any.
Or have it on
posts.
tap or nothing.
I didn't see any posts from Wren House about it. I didn't see anything about like advertising it or whatever it is. I saw nothing around it, and I was like, okay. And then when I saw it, I'm like, you know, like you said, you know, like there's EQ's out of New York, Wren House is out of Phoenix. EQ has done a ton of collabs that are well known with people that are, you know, I don't want to say Wren House isn't big, but like, you know, something a little bit more known nationwide. Like Wren House is probably known, but it's not as known. You know what I mean? Like, it still has like it's a lot
regional.
of
it's regional.
It still has a lot coming up, right? But EQ is pretty much nationwide. So when I saw this, I was excited because, again, brewery from New York. I'm from New York, and then I live in Arizona. And it's Einstein's spells, and he's in the fucking desert. Like, the can art is Einstein with fucking a wand around a bunch of cactuses. Cacti? Is that what it's called?
Sure,
I lived here for a minute, and I don't know what the fuck it's called.
I think you're right, but yeah, it sounds good.
But yes, I'm drinking it at my Wren House glass. You guys can't see it, but you know it is what it is.
Do I have those? I think I stole one of those too.
No, you did not this one. I promise you this one. No.
Oh no, I stole the other one. It's like a bowl.
You heard it here first, folks. It was him, not me.
I think I walked out with it. It was stuck in my hand. I'm sorry.
It was attached to my hand. It wouldn't leave. It's not my fault.
I couldn't. But you know what's funny? I can't find that glass. I don't know where it's at. It might be in your car. Bro,
I go back and I look at old beer posts because, like, you know how Instagram and Facebook and a few other places like, oh, remember a year ago this was happening and da 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 da. Bro, I go back and I'm like, yo, where the fuck is that shirt? Where the fuck is that glass? Like, I be looking for shit. Like, yo, how did I lose this? And
where was that?
Like, where did it go? Like, I remember, I love that shirt. I love that glass. Where did it go? Like, certain shit like that. Like, I was like, you know, whatever. And yeah, they just be reminding me how much I lose shit or how much shit just disappears. I don't know where the fuck it goes. I live alone, so I don't know where it goes. But it's got to be.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
It's got to be like the underpants gnomes or some shit like that. Like, they just come and take it in the middle of the night.
You losing shit like you lose those socks in the dryer. Like, there's always one missing.
I don't even have a dryer. It's crazy. That's what I'm saying.
Oh Lord.
It's nuts, man. Nuts. Anyway, this is a solid fucking beer. I don't know how much Wren House had involved in making this beer, but you know, regardless, it's a solid fucking beer. It's the IBUs as far as bitterness is pretty low. I'd say if I had to guess, IBUs are somewhere between like 30, maybe 40. It's pretty low. It's pretty chill. It's got you would love this because it's got the right haze citrus flavor to it, like you like.
Yes. It's got a nice. It's not a bright yellow. It's like a.
No, it's got like a musky. Is musky the right word? I don't know. Musky is the word.
I know what you're trying to say, but you know, you got that bright yellow.
It's like a brownish yellow.
And then
it's almost like It's like a damn. It's tip my tongue. Fuck. Anyway, this is easily a 4. I'm going with a 4 on this one. Yeah, this is easy 4.
Okay.
8.5%. Easy drinker. Yeah, this is fucking solid, man. I don't know if it was on purpose. Maybe I missed it on Instagram that they posted it. They meaning Wren House posted it and I didn't see it. I don't know. I don't follow EQ because I try to limit how many breweries I follow. You know, I don't know if you guys have this problem or anybody else has a problem, but I used to follow like a shit ton of breweries when I first started. And then my boys are like, "Oh, you see my post about this? See my post about that?" I'm like, "Nah, I didn't see shit." And it's because all the breweries are fucking flooding my timeline.
Yeah.
So.
And you got to scroll for hours before you get to that one post from your friend.
Yeah. So like that's why I'm like, okay, you know, I just started unfollowing a bunch of breweries, not because I don't like them, but because, you know, no disrespect, but if you're not near me, I'm not gonna fuck with you. I'll see you when I see you, type of thing.
I got you.
But yeah, no, it's fucking great. This is definitely a 4. Like I said, I don't know what Wren House's input into this was, but usually, I think we said this on a few times on here. EQ doesn't miss. They're pretty solid with their shit.
EQ does have, I think just about everything I've had from them is pretty good. Mm-hmm. The last one I had, that one with the marshmallows.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't feeling it.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't in love with it. It was okay. It was okay. The other 3 that I got when I got a 4-pack from them, 4 different ones.
Yeah.
The other 3 were on point, but this last one with the marshmallows, for some reason, it had a weird taste to it. But EQ, for the most part, on point.
Yeah, they're good. And you know, the crazy part is they have a pretty decent range from what I've seen. So they do stouts really well. They do their sours really well. Their IPAs really well. I haven't seen Pilsner lagers. I haven't seen those. So they probably have that. They don't can it. They just keep it where, you know, tap rooms like that.
Yeah.
But no, they do pretty. EQ is pretty good. So if you haven't had EQ before, try to get some hands on some EQ. Thankfully, we started getting distribution out here in Phoenix for some EQ, and I guess you said you got it in Texas also.
Yep.
So shout out to EQ, man.
Yeah, shout out to him.
Oh man. So Mother's Day passed. Shout out to all the moms. I think moms deserve gunshots.
Yeah.
And so Mother's Day passed, and you know, we go through our Mother's Day emotions, right? Either brunch, whatever you do, I don't know. But I started so on Mother's Day I was drinking a beer called Flying Chancla. And if that's not the best Mother's Day fucking beer ever, name beer, I don't know, like it is what it is. Like that's like Latino Heritage 101 in any Latino country home. Like chanclas are it. Like you be in fucking Alaska, get hit with a chancla. So
chanclas are always the stop,
bro,
to get beat up with.
You know what's crazy is that so then I started asking people about, like, besides the chancla, what else did you get? Like, what else were you hit with? Because, you know, listen, we're older. I don't say old, but older, and you know, I got my ass beat. Like, if I acted out of line, I got my ass beat. Is what it is. Like, I'm not, you know, kept me out of, like I've said this before, kept me out of jail, kept me for drugs, all this shit. But then I started saying, you know, hey, let's have fun with this. What is it that you've gotten hit with that's different than a chancla? And so I saw fly swatters, spatulas, fucking extension cords. See, like extension cords, that's where I'm like, bro, you gotta, like, first of all, to grab an extension cord, either A, you have that shit nearby, or B, you unplugged everything to fucking whip somebody's ass.
Or you just have that shit ready. That shit's cocked and loaded. You do something stupid, you go to the holster, and you break out the extension cord.
First,
I mean, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying?
See, like, there's certain things that were like, my mom hit me with whatever was near her, right? If I did something stupid in the moment, she's gonna correct me in the moment, right?
Yep.
So sometimes, go ahead.
It's called the weapon of opportunity. Whatever's around you is a weapon. Whatever's around you can be a weapon.
Oh man!
You grab this microphone, you take it off the thing, and you hit you with it.
Take the arm
weapon of opportunity.
Listen,
I'm trying to get a point across here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I get it. Trust me.
Hey, the message, the point. Hey, don't fuck with mom. Mom. Mom beat me hard enough to the point where, like, all she had to do was, like, give me that look, and I'd be like, oh shit.
I was stubborn. I was stubborn. I was stubborn.
Nah.
See, this is it. Like, I'm gonna give you guys a peek into my childhood. I'm an only child to my mother, right? So I have brothers and sisters, but they're half. You know, we don't call them half, but you know what I mean. That's to explain the story. So to my mother, in my household, I was the only child, and usually most households have like, the middle child syndrome, or you know, the oldest or whatever, like youngest gets away with everything, all the shit. I didn't have none of that. Everything that happened wrong, I immediately was blamed for, and I got my ass beat immediately.
You got nobody else to blame.
It wasn't about blame. It was just like, like it was like, fuck, you caught me. Like, so
you caught me. There's nobody else. It was you.
But the thing is, I try to, you know, I try to get one over my mom. You know, I knew the consequences.
The dog didn't do it.
All right, I was talking about getting my ass whipped by my mom, and then Kream just showed up. So let's give a little applauso for Kream. For those of you listening to this, she gets excited for the applause. I think the applause like really gets her. Like she's
right.
Every time she gets applause, she's like, "Oh my god, it's for me! It's for me! Yes, I'm Kream. Hi,
I feel so special.
I'm the star here, guys." How you doing, Kream?
I'm doing good. I'm doing great. Yeah, I graduated last week, bitches. I have my master's.
Hold on, another applause.
Another one.
Give her some gunshots too.
Oh, some gunshots? Gunshots in the crowd with an applause.
Yeah. All that.
Very Florida-like. Gunshots and applause.
It's just the Ratchet portion of a show, man.
Oh man! So welcome, Kream. Welcome. So, but when you right before you joined, we were talking about Mother's Day and all the crazy shit that mothers used to do back in the day. Maybe to this day, I don't know, but back in the day, where you know I would get my ass beat for the most randomest shit because I'm a stubborn motherfucker. Listen. I'm gonna jump ahead from what I was saying to this. I think my relationship, as far as like how stubborn I was to piss my mother off and fuck with her and whatever, like out of love, it's all out of love, right? Because I love my mother. I think that may have affected me in my relationships. Just throwing it out there.
Oh shit, we're going deep.
I mean,
wow.
I'm just saying,
I wasn't prepared.
So it's been known. It has been known. It's been known. It's been. I can't even speak right.
It is a known fact.
It is known, not a known fact, but it's known in general that men who, you know, usually.
I don't know where you were going with this, but I said fact.
So men usually like are attracted to women who are like their mothers, not their mothers specifically, but like them. You know, they have to have that certain personality. And yeah, I said it in my post, and I'll say it now. My mother is like 90% of the reason why I am who I am. The other 10%, that shit's like a mix of random shit that happened. She can't accept 100% of this nonsense. That's what I'm saying. So 90% is enough. There's certain shenanigans that she would have smacked. To this day, she would have smacked me. What are you doing? I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Just being stupid.
Wow. So you drove her crazy, huh?
Listen, my mother was. I didn't drive her crazy, and I also didn't give her an easy pass, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. I definitely got some trophies thrown at me.
Yo, I had to ask you about that.
Trophies.
Trophies.
Wow. Like one specific trophy? Or
My
like
own trophies that I won for like playing piano.
Oh, wow. They beat you with your own shit. Wow.
That was motivation.
I told you.
One specifically landed on my knee, on my left knee, and that's why I have knee problems on that side.
You're talking about like his war wounds. Oh man, the shrapnel, on my knee.
Yeah. Explosion.
Yo, that shit hurt the marble part.
Oh.
You know the marble part in the bottom of the corner? It went straight to my patella.
What did you? I'm not even gonna ask.
Nothing. I don't know.
There wasn't nothing, but it's all right. We'll take that. We'll take that. We'll keep moving.
Stop lying. Whatever you did, you deserved it.
Anywho, that was in high school, and I had to show up. I had to show up the next day, and I couldn't I was limping, and all my friends are like, "What happened to you?" I'm like, "My mom." And then nobody did anything. They just ignored it and stuff, whatever. But I'm like, damn, nowadays kids will be calling HRS and their parents so fast.
Listen,
you know, I just had to suck it up because I knew she was gonna kick my ass even harder. You're gonna call on me?
That's true.
I brought you into this world. I could take you out, bro. That was the biggest threat I've ever got in my life. I've had some crazy shit said to me. My mother said, "I will put you in the hospital," and I'm like, "Bro, I'm not fucking with you. I'm good."
I will put you in the hospital. I will end your life.
Yo, the threats that she would give me. Go ahead. Sorry, I'm just saying. I'm having PTSD right now. I'm having
with the trophy.
But you know what? I appreciate the discipline. That's what I'm gonna call it. The discipline.
Oh, 100%.
Because I am who I am today because I got my ass kicked.
Yeah. No, 100%.
So I don't beat my kids. I discipline my kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the teaching of consequence. I think that's what it comes down to. Teaching of consequence.
That's all it was, man. I wouldn't have it any other way.
But I was stubborn. Yeah. I was stubborn though. I'm not gonna lie. I deserve my beatings. My discipline.
All right, there you go. There you go. That's all it was. Discipline.
I'm just saying, my mother, I tested my mother. I actually I would do shit to poke the bear in a sense.
That's what you get. See, you deserved it too.
As I said, deserved it. I'm like that, which is why, again, back to my relationship thing. I'm like, you know what?
Did you have any trophies laying around that your mom could throw at you?
Bro, my mother hit me with everything. The crazy part, so I was getting to this part earlier. The crazy part is my mother hit me with anything, right? But when she got the belt, that shit was premeditated, bro. So she never wore a belt. She had to get the fucking belt. It's either my belt or somebody else's belt. That shit was premeditated. When she hit me with something, she grabbed a random shit, a trophy, a spatula, or whatever. Yeah. That shit is temporary insanity, right? Yep. When she went and she fucking sought out the belt, that is premeditated ass whipping.
And you deserved it.
I did, but it's saying if this was a court of law, the other shit would be intemporary insanity. The belt is premeditated ass whipping.
Isn't that a crime of, don't they call it a crime of passion?
A what?
A passion.
A crime of passion.
Crime of passion.
Yeah, she loved you so much that she did what she did.
Oh yeah, she did it because she did it to listen. I have friends. No, not throwing anybody in the bus, but I have friends that have gone down a dark path, jail, drugs, and other shit. And guess what? Kept me the fuck away from that shit.
So what you're saying is that it worked. What
I'm saying is, good luck to my future wife if there ever was one. So I'm just saying, good luck to her.
Oh man,
you'll live in the whatever.
So we say all this to say Happy Mother's Day to all your moms.
Happy Mother's Day, Kream.
You. Yeah, Happy Mother's Day, Kream.
Kream's getting all the love in this episode. What the fuck?
Thank you.
Hey, are you Dr. Kream yet? It wasn't a PhD, right? You got a master's.
No, it's a master's. Everybody's asking me, "Are you gonna get your PhD?" I'm like, I'm so tired.
Master Kream? Is it Master Kream?
Master
Kream.
There you go. All right, we can roll with that. Master Kream.
You ain't my master.
Oh, I never thought I loved it.
Oh man, but listen, I'm not happy for you.
Shout out to all the moms, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to all the moms out there. Shout out to mama, my wife.
Moms put up a lot of shit.
All them people.
Moms put up a lot of shit. Just throwing it out there.
Oh my god.
Tell me about it.
Yes.
Just saying.
I can do it.
I can't tell. I talk about it probably about 2 or 3 times every episode. I can't stand people, and you moms gotta deal with everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody. I'll leave it at this. I'll leave it at this to tell you how crazy my mom is. My mom, one day we were at my school, high school, right? And we're all standing sitting in a bench, and this one kid random kid next to her said said something rude to an adult. I don't know if it was like a staff or teacher or whatever. My mother leans over and smacks the kid in the back of the head and goes, "Watch your mouth." And I look at her like, "Ma, you know this guy?" And she's like, "No, he was disrespectful." And I was like, "What the fuck?"
Equal opportunity beatdown.
Bro, I was embarrassed because I'm like, I get the ass whoopings, not anybody else, bro. Like, what's good? You don't just deliver them to random people. It's just like, nah, he was being rude. You know, so I had to tell him. Oh man, but listen, shout out to the moms. Crenny, you didn't tell us any. You got to have a story or something. Come on, bro. You got to have something about. You've been kind of quiet.
My parents?
Yeah.
So the one that I remember like vividly, right? I don't know why, right? We used to. I think I said this story before. We used to live in this huge house in DR, right? And this thing had it had all kinds of rooms. It had a fucking chapel. I'll tell you that much. It had a little church.
Wow.
No lie, right? And then I don't know why. We had like a big ass playroom, and we had the bathroom was right next to it, and the laundry room, whatever. For whatever reason, I was in that bathroom, and I broke. You know how like the toilet has the cover you can take off and see the whatever's inside of it. I don't know what I was doing. I took that motherfucker off and I dropped it on the floor, and there was like porcelain, this shit all over. And my mom, I was like, I don't know what I was thinking. And I
wasn't thinking.
So I got my ass kicked, right? And then they put me. I was on punishment where they just sit on your knees for hours.
Oh,
against the
Ponte
wall.
la rodilla.
Yeah, and you just there like on your knees, like a fucking prisoner.
I'd rather get my ass beat.
Hours. No, I got both. I got my ass kicked, and then I got my ass kicked while I was on my knees. It was bad, dude.
See, that was the worst when you got your ass beat and you still had to be on punishment.
And then like, what your dad gets home, you're like,
oh, this shit never ends.
like, goddamn. And then dad got to get his licks in, you know, because dad can't look like a punk. So he, you know, he's coming home and he's doing something.
Oh,
he might talk to you. He might talk to you, but he's still gonna slap you a couple times, you know, just to call it even. Like, be like, all right, cool.
Listen, for those of you who were raised without getting hit,
lucky
you are the exception on two parts. One, you were either a really good kid and you just knew to behave, and maybe now you're some type of delinquent. I don't know. Because listen, those quiet kids, I've seen them grow up, and I'm like, yo, this is not you when you were a kid, bro. What happened? Anyway. Two, your parents just let you do whatever. I don't know, but I don't know. Yeah,
that's why it all starts. Without going too much deeper into this, that's why it all starts at home.
Yeah, man.
It all starts at home. Don't blame the teachers. Don't blame the coaches. Don't blame anybody else but your damn selves. Ooh. If you're a parent, don't blame nobody else but yourselves.
Yo,
if you're a parent and your kid's a bad kid, I'm telling you, man, listen. Badass kids grow up to be badass adults if a parent doesn't grab them by the ear and drown them for a little while, right? You got to drown them. Like,
no.
Torture them for a little while. You got to, like, you know what I'm saying?
We're not endorsing waterboarding our kids.
I am. Sometimes you got to do it. You gotta send
twice a week, you know.
Figuratively,
you gotta send a clear message.
Figuratively,
send a clear message. Look, mother, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, dude, you ain't gonna do this. You're not about to embarrass me.
Oh man,
nope.
Yeah, when you got pulled to the bathroom in public, oh, your life was over.
I'm telling you, you gotta get waterboarded. You gotta get hung upside down and get beat up like a piñata. Whatever it takes.
I'm glad I'm not your child.
My kids are good. No.
Entertainment purposes only, and figurative speaking. Entertainment purposes and figurative speaking.
I am stern on my kids. I am stern on my kids, but my kids are good, man. My kids.
You know what's crazy
is
my kids are good too. And like my son, he tested me. He tested me a few times, and like even though he doesn't live with me, I gave him that look, and he's like, "Oh my bad, I'm good." Like he's quick. He's quick. I'm like, "What'd you say?" He's like, "My bad." Sorry.
Yeah. No, you got to set them straight from the beginning. To then where it becomes second nature for them to be courteous, well-behaved kids.
Yeah.
Because if not, you got criminals in your hands.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. telling you, piñata style. Piñata
DM Crenly for all your parenting needs and techniques.
I'm telling you.
Was that Mr. Nanny?
There's nothing wrong. Just make them sleep outside. That's all I gotta do. That's all I gotta do. They'll be all right.
Listen, I don't want to go deep into this conversation, but I just want to throw it out there. I was told that I was acting very, I don't want to say inappropriate, but very outgoing for my birthday.
Ratchet? I'm not gonna say Ratchet.
I don't know. I wasn't mentally. I wasn't present, so I don't know.
Were you twerking?
I didn't get there. No, I didn't get there. Although that has happened when I'm drunk. If you get me drunk the right song.
Were you talking to strangers?
I was talking to strangers. See, I was talking to strangers because I was drunk and I was waiting for my. So, what I remember, I drank at two different places. I Ubered, just so we're clear. Didn't drive. Ubered. Two different places, and the first place, Wayward. I mean, you guys know I'm at Wayward all the time.
Yep.
I had a shit ton of beer, right? And the crazy part is that part of the night went really fast because it just did, and I didn't realize how much beer I had. And I was about to leave to my Uber, and I told the bartender at the time, I said, "Hey, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll pay my tab. Just whatever. I'll be back." And so I went to the other bar, and I switched from beer to bourbon and ginger ale.
Ooh,
4 Roses to be specific.
Okay.
Man, I had about 3 or 4 of those, and yeah, I was. Let's just say the bartender there was generous, and I was gone. Like I was like, yo, I gotta get my. I was gonna get my house at home. I can't even, like, even right now I'm stuttering like like it's coming back. I was like, I gotta get my ass home. I gotta go home. And the whole time, like I know people at certain places, and they're like, yo, last night you were yelling at this person. Not yelling bad, you were just yelling because there was a lady walking past, whatever shit like that. Yeah, I was.
Sometimes I gotta do that.
I was like, yo, it was.
Sometimes you just gotta wall out.
And the thing is, I woke up the next day, and it's a reminder that I don't want to do shit like that often.
Yeah.
That's what it is. My birthday behavior was whatever. Then I woke up the next day. I was like, yo, you know what? I'm not doing this. I can't do this again. Like, this can't be a norm for me. And what it is, I don't know if it's my age, and it could be my age, but I've reached a certain part where I can't do a shit ton of beer and then a shit ton of booze.
Yeah.
I can do booze or I can do beer.
Right.
Maybe a shot here and there in between the beer. Like maybe like, you know, hey, we're doing shots. Okay, cool. Real quick. Boom. Call it a day, whatever. But like consistently going to drink all night and shit like that. Nah, that ain't me. I'm tapping out, guys. That's it. That's not my life anymore. I hit that I learned the hard way. Not literally, but like I learned, like, you know what? Can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
So no mas.
Because it hurts. The next day it hurts.
Like I wasn't hungover. I was just exhausted, tired. Like that's what it was. So like I woke up, I was in bed for a long time. Then I got up finally.
You're still in bed.
I got up finally, and then I went back to bed after like an hour or two, and I was just like, oh fuck. And yeah, I'm good.
If you're like taking care of your body and stuff like that, that actually throws you back like 2 weeks.
Yes. It's one, you know, like that's why I tell people all the time. Yeah. They're like, oh, I gotta stop drinking. I'm like, no, you can drink, just don't go crazy. Like just have, you know, here and there, whatever, and have a good night. But like I had a really good night, and that's what the problem was.
Yeah. No, fuck it, it's your birthday. Cheers.
Sometimes you gotta wall out.
Yeah.
But like you said, not do it all the time, man. It's gotta be on special occasions.
And responsibly, don't drive. I didn't drive.
Yeah.
I took an Uber. I drove to the Wayward. I left my car there because I was sober when I drove, right? So then I Ubered everywhere else and went home. Then I go pick up my car the next day.
Good call. Good call.
I wasn't that bad. I wasn't that drunk that I didn't fucking. Again, maybe
I can't remember. Actually, I do remember. The last time I was drunk like that was Thanksgiving, but I wasn't drunk like you were. Like the next day, I was just out of it.
Yeah.
But I knew I was because we killed like 4 bottles of bourbon.
Who's we? How many people is this?
That was me, my brother-in-law, my dad, my sister.
Oh, you had a squad.
Yeah, this was they were here for Thanksgiving.
No, but you had a squad. That's a lot of people. That's not. That you probably had a quarter of the bottle of a bottle total with everybody combined.
No, we drank 4 bottles.
I know, but you specifically, based on the 4 bottles, you probably had a 1/4 of 1 bottle.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
So I can see that. Yeah.
And we were drinking it straight, no nothing, just straight, just talking shit, music. It was cool, but the next day I was like, God, not doing that shit again.
Black Friday was Blackout Friday.
No, it wasn't that bad, but yeah, we could have slowed it down a little bit. It's like 4 a.m. We're yelling and shit. Like,
that's how you gotta do it, man. That's the best. Those are the best times, bro. Fuck that shit.
And
the crazy part is you say 4 a.m. and I'm thinking my ass will still be up by 8 o'clock because my body is programmed for that shit. It's annoying.
No, If I stay up that late and like drinking, I'm not getting up no damn 8.
My man, I don't want to get up either. I don't want to get up. My body's like, yo, time to wake up.
No. But anyways, good times. Not doing that again though. Not for a while.
Kream, when's the last time you had a hangover?
Oh, it's been a while. I've been taking care of my body, especially since the beginning of the year, because I had a little health issue with my gallbladder and stuff like that. So I went hard to lose weight and to get myself ready for surgery because I had surgery. And so it will have to be last year. I don't know. It's been a while that I've had a bad hangover. Like I get effed up. I get tipsy, but I don't get to that point where, you know, like I'm feeling
don't get
like
twisted.
that. I make
still
sure
get
like
fucked
I
up.
don't. Right? It's fucked up.
I just know there's levels to fucked up. Like there's levels to that shit.
I don't want to feel like that anymore. I've done it plenty of times, you know, like.
Or when you start saying wild shit, like something that you wouldn't normally say, and then the next day you're like embarrassed because you said it.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, I've never been embarrassed because of what I said. I've been surprised at what I said, but never embarrassed.
Oh no, I've been embarrassed.
I'm like, I did what? To who?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
I said what?
Oh no, I have a major story, but that's another episode because that will make you laugh so hard.
Yeah. I think I've spoken about mine, and it was embarrassing because it was my neighbor, and I just cussed him out for no reason. Like, me and dude were cool.
Damn.
But yeah, for no reason. Like, he was a military policeman, and I was, fuck these cops and all this shit. Like, it was crazy. For no reason. Like, dude, him and I were cool. Like, we barely spoke, but then we invited him to my house, and I was just cussing him out. My wife was like,
I did share my cousin.
You don't even know that dude's name.
You're like, fuck this neighbor, military cop, fuck.
Yeah, he's like, fuck Jackson. Because you know everybody by last name. So yeah. And she was like, why are we cussing him out? And I was like, cussing him out? She's like, yeah, you cussed him out. You kicked him out the house. I was like, I did? She's like, yes, bro.
Wow.
Like, embarrassing. I had to walk over there and like, hey man, I'm sorry.
the other walk of shame?
Never spoke to that dude again. Better yet, he never spoke to me again.
I will say though, my cousin and I as often as we've gone out and gotten drunk, we've never been kicked out of anywhere. And we get the way we get, like we're like the Hulk. Like the more like whatever we get, the more crazier we get, right? Like it's like there's no going backwards, right? It's just once you get to a level, you got to stay at that level, and then you got to keep going higher. So like until you go home. And we never been kicked out. Knock on wood. I'm gonna go see him next week when I go back to New York. So hopefully we don't get kicked out when we go out again.
Don't get kicked out. Don't get arrested. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been arrested. Never when drinking though. Oh man, knock on wood.
I'll bring up my story on another episode. But yeah, I almost did.
All right, we ready to get into another drink, another beer?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
All right, BRB. We are back. And we got some new drinks and some new stuff to talk about. Let's start with Kream, since Kream was MIA in the first round. Kream, for round 2, talk to us.
Okay, so the reason I got into loving craft beer or exploring more into the craft beer world is because I had this beer, and I just liked it. I was like, it's different, you know? So, this is what I'm drinking.
Oh, the Highlight. Yay, from Cigar City.
Cigar City, yeah.
Yes.
Tampa, right?
And
Is that
so Tampa,
Yep.
yeah.
Tampa.
Tampa, Florida. And it has a 7.5 ABV. I love the flavor of it. It's my first like craft beer that I like tried back in the day. And
Really?
when I was like, yeah.
And that's
It's
the
been
one
a long
that's the
time
one
already,
that you fell in love with?
Yes.
That's
And I was like, what is
interesting.
this IPA thing? What is this Indian Pale Ale? What is that? You know, because I was used to drinking like Heineken and, you know, Corona and just stuff like that. You know, and this is my first experience with a good craft beer. And
That's
I love
awesome.
it. I went to the actual brewery. I went to the one in Tampa.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
I had a flight. I don't remember what I had at the time, you know, but I love that brewery. It's pretty good.
Awesome. Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's what I'm drinking.
Shout out to Cigar City. Cigar City's dope. The White Oak Highlight. Have you had that one yet?
I'm pretty sure I have, yes.
So it's
Yeah, I'm
that
trying
was
to-
so
yeah,
good.
yeah.
So Highlight is
Yeah.
good. The White Oak, ooh, so good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
good.
See, the cool thing about Cigar City is that you can find it just about anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not just local to Florida, and they deliver some good stuff.
You know why?
I
though?
like their stuff.
You know why?
Tell me.
So they were bought out by Oscar Blues probably about 2016, 2017.
Okay.
So Oscar Blues is a brewery out of Denver, I think it is. And they were like one of the major players in the craft beer world when it came down to like the original, like talking about 10 plus years ago. So 10 years ago, you had a lot of Stone lovers, Stone Brewing, Dogfish Head type of shit. And then Oscar Blues was one of the other ones that kind of like, they're like below those two, but they were still like known. And they'll make some dope shit. Even to this day, they make dope shit. They make a fucking triple IPA that I had was fucking incredible. It was actually really good. And it was like a $3 can.
Oh.
So I was like,
Okay.
fuck it, this is dope.
So they got a massive distribution. I'm assuming there.
Nationwide. Some crazy
I like
shit.
it.
All right, Kream, what do you want to give this first beer love? I'm still surprised that you fell in love with a fucking IPA. I thought as an American IPA. Like this is probably one of the few beers that people start liking before they like other beers. Usually they're like, oh, I like ambers, I like fucking brown ales, I like, because they have those too. They have the I think it's a brown ale. ¿Cómo se llama?
Yeah. Yeah.
The Maduro.
Maduro.
Maduro, yes. I bought that because I was like, oh, Maduro, like I love plantains and stuff. But, you know, it was decent. This is what I was like,
That's your way.
Indian Pale Ale, and I still love IPAs are still like on my top.
That's interesting.
choice of beer.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm really like, you're one of the few people that I've ever run into that are like, oh, IPAs, I love IPAs. I'm like, why? Like, this is the first beer I liked. I'm like, why? Like, usually, like your craft beerness, you grow into it. But yeah, that's awesome. Okay.
Right.
So, what is the rating for this Cigar City Highlight?
Out of, what was it again? Out of 5?
Yep.
Right?
Out of 5.
Okay.
In quarter increments, though.
Quarter.
Yeah, it can be like 4.37.
4.25.
So you can get a 4.25?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think that's bad though. I don't think that's like a bad rating because again, it's nationwide. I think people love Highlight.
Yep.
Yeah. You're correct.
God.
Yeah.
Sorry, Crenly, I'm gonna jump into this real quick, if you
Go
don't
for
mind, because I just tasted this shit, and I forgot that this was a tropical sour IPA.
Tropical sour IPA.
So, let me tell you, this is okay. So the name of this brewery is called, I'm gonna pronounce it the best way I can, Ogopogo. Ogopogo.
Okay.
That's the name of the brewery.
Ogopogo Brewing. One word. Ogopogo.
Oh, okay.
Tropical sour IPA with mango, pineapple, azaka, and Mexican vanilla beans.
Oh.
Let me tell you. First of all, the can was pretty dope. I don't know if you guys can see this. It's like some little.
Is that a wave or is that a
dolphin?
shark?
It's like half dolphin or half shark. Excuse me, half shark, half octopus type of shit.
Okay, all right.
And it's sitting at 8.5%. So for a tropical sour, 8.5%. This is actually. So, I don't know if you guys saw my face when I figured first. Sorry, I was trying to sip this while Kream was talking so I can get a head start, and then that shit hit me like a ton of bricks. And I was like, "Oh fuck!"
Is it a good ton of bricks though?
It hit me. So I forgot that it was a sour. So I was expecting to drink an IPA, and I forgot that it was a sour. So the sour it definitely has that puckerness, but for an 8.5% IPA with all this shit in it, and from what I'm reading, it doesn't have any lactose, which is pretty impressive. This is good. This is fucking good. This is if you have that IPA lover and that other person is a sour lover, and you want to put them together, this is a great fucking. This is good. Like, this is holy shit. Hold on, let me just one more again.
It's a tropical.
It lives up. It lives up to every part. It lives up to every part of what it says. Tropical sour IPA. Like, wow. Oh, it has a story. Yay! Oh, hold on.
Not a story.
I don't know how to pronounce this. The Lushka? Lushka is a type of colossal octopus with the head of a shark that resides in the Caribbean. They ambush their prey from out of the blue holes found near the coast of many islands in the Bahamas.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever the fuck a Lushka is.
Is it made out of Lushka?
Is it a place? What I mean?
No, Lushka it's a mythical animal.
I know. Like, okay, but what does it have to do with the beer?
It's what his beer name after. See?
Okay, I guess. Okay,
so
I get it.
Like, hold on, let me turn on my
Elushka.
Lushka.
Yeah, you see it a little better.
Is that
okay, I see it now. I see. Okay.
Is that like the chupacabra of the sea?
Chupacabra. Yeah. You know, there's an interesting story about chupacabra. You know that you know the story behind chupacabra?
No.
It goes back to drug dealers. But go ahead.
Definitely don't know that.
So the story, the true story, the supposed true story of chupacabra, totally going, of course, now. The
short version of it.
Basically, drug dealers who live in the Caribbean bought wild animals, and they got loose and started eating the cattle, and the fucking local people called it the chupacabra.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Okay, got it. I heard
so,
that
like,
story before,
if I'm a drug dealer, I buy a fucking panther, and the panther goes loose, and it's gonna fucking eat all my goats, all the goats and shit.
Yeah.
That panther now is like chupacabra.
Yeah.
I got you. Okay.
Anyway, the Lushka, Lusca. How do you pronounce that? Lushka? Lucia? Maybe Lucia.
Lucia? No.
Lucia?
In Caribbean mythology, the Lusca or Lusca is a term given to one of the most feared sea monsters in the region. Damn, that shit's ugly.
It's a monster, bro.
It's like half shark, half octopus.
Imagine you're swimming. You see
nah.
shit.
Oh, hell
dolphin.
no.
Never mind.
Oh, there's a 3-headed one too. Oh, dude.
Oh, God. No.
Oh, man.
Oh, nah.
This is good, though. This is good. I'm going to give this a 4. I'm going to just keep moving. 4.
Okay.
4.
Ogopogo. Shout out to you guys, man. This is really good. This is impressive.
Where are they from?
They are... Sorry. San Gabriel, California. I don't know where that's at. I don't know. There's so many sands in fucking California. I don't know where the fuck shit's at anymore.
Yeah, you're right about that.
They're like, that's not LA. That's the Bay Area. Oh, that's not the Bay Area. That's San Diego. Oh, that's Northern California. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, come on. You have too many sands.
This is actually, it's northeast of LA. Right next to San Marino.
San Jose,
Santa Monica?
San Jose, San Francisco, San Diego. Like, there's so many fucking What was the one you said? San what?
City of Angels.
San Marino de San Jacinto. There's
San Marino. Hey, come on, bro. Like, stop with the Sands.
Every saint got a city in California.
Yo, no. How do you confuse the two? I'm like, motherfuckers, they're all the fucking same. I'm telling you.
They're all over.
There's literally the two big cities. Two of the bigger cities in California, San Francisco and San Diego. Both start with San.
Yep.
And that means Saint. Is that what you said?
Yeah. San Jose, Santa Barbara. I mean, they're all over the place.
There's Santa Monica.
There's Santa Monica. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Santa Beach.
Yeah. There's a beach.
I gotta stop shitting on LA because my LA people are gonna get mad at me.
What's up, LA people? It's the bad one.
I mean, we're not shitting on them. It is the truth. San Bernardino. I'm looking at the map. San Bernardino, Santa Ana. Did I say Santa Ana already?
Nah, Santa Monica.
Yeah, all the saints are there.
Santa Clarita. I mean, there's sign everybody.
Clarita.
Santa Clara is in San Francisco.
Yeah, you're right. Yep.
Santa Clara, yeah.
Yep.
Damn, bro, this is fucking insane. Like, I'm gonna start yelling at people over there. Yo.
San Miguel, San Lucas, San Ardo.
I did keep track.
San Juan, Hollister, Bautista.
They got a San Juan?
Yeah, they got San Juan. San Juan Bautista, San Martin. That's up over there by San Jose. I mean, they're all over the place. Mira, San Bruno, San Mateo. I mean, that's up there.
Damn, you lost me.
San
Stop,
Rafael.
you should be on a list. I can't, no.
I'm just going up and down the map. They're all over the place. All right, whatever.
California, get your shit together, bro.
They love their scenes.
Oh,
They love their
man.
scenes.
Okay, look at my
Crenly, round us out, bro. Like, let's move past this.
I am drinking Russell's Reserve Straight Kentucky Bourbon.
Ooh.
This is one of my favorites.
Okay.
It's got that. I like the caramel, the honey flavor to it, the vanilla with the slight burn. It kind of hits you right here in the chest.
So for those of you listening, he literally started talking and took a sip just to remind himself of the flavors.
I had to remind myself because I'm like, this is good. And then like the burn, it's a slight burn. It hits you right here, but it doesn't stay there, right? So it just goes away after a little while, but which makes you want to come back for another one.
Okay.
What's it called again? Sorry, what's it called again?
Russell's Reserve.
Russell Reserve. Is that local to Texas only?
No. They're out of Kentucky, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. Kentucky. Yep, this is straight out of Kentucky.
All right, I'm gonna cop a bottle.
Lawrenceburg, Kentucky, and you can find this everywhere. They're
Lawrenceburg or just Lawrenceburg?
I was like, I thought you said South Lawrenceburg, and I was like, South. Look
at the label. He's like, wait, what?
I was like, wait, what? I don't know if they have sang in Kentucky. I don't know if that's a thing over
Kream is losing it.
You don't confuse everybody there.
They're gonna be like, wait, what?
San Kentucky, San.
Sweetheart, there's like a San Lorenzo Avenue. I think we have to go
there.
You know what the weirdest part is, right?
California's gonna hate us.
Yeah, no, they're not. It's the truth. It's the truth. I've heard people describe like whiskeys, and they're like, "Oh, I'm getting marshmallows. I'm getting burnt leather. I'm getting like."
See, that was,
and I'm like, "Come on, man, stop."
Bro, that was literally like when I first started getting into craft beer, and people were like, "Oh, there's hints of mango, papaya, a little bit of the pine tree," and I'm like, "Bro, where the fuck are you getting all this from, bro?"
Yep.
Like, No, you just went through two different ends of the spectrum. Stop the bullshit.
They just throw. I mean, I get it. Like, taste is subjective, so whatever you get is what you get. But then I'm like, you don't know what burnt leather tastes like. So how can you say that this bourbon tastes like burnt leather? And I'm like, come on, man, stop. I get vanilla. I get like oakiness. I get like, caramel because you get the sweetness. I get all that, right? Pero coño, se pasara.
Like, stay within the realm, baby.
Come on, man. It smells. I get dry tobacco that's been sitting outside for 7 hours. Like, man, shut up.
I will say though, to kind of add, because you said tobacco, you kind of triggered me a little bit. I have had some good tobacco beers. So
really?
There have been some really good. Like, I've had some really good tobacco beers. And for those of you who've never had it, go talk to one of your brewer friends and all that shit. Yo, there's some tobacco beers out there that are fucking phenomenal. And I don't smoke. I'll puff a cigar, but I don't smoke. And that shit's good.
I don't think I've ever had a tobacco beer.
Bro. It's you think about it and you're like, oh, that tastes like cigarettes, but no, it doesn't. It's fucking it's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like fucking weird, but it's good. It's wild.
You know, it's funny when you Google tobacco beer, the first one that comes up is Maduro Brown Ale from Cigar City.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
So
I didn't know they had tobacco in it.
I don't know if it does.
Okay.
It's just, you know what I'm saying? But that's the first one that came up. So, yeah.
But for a minute, brewers were experimenting with tobacco, and it was interesting.
I mean, you got to try whatever works, right? Or at least you got to try it. And if it works, it works. Some people are going to like it. Some people are going to hate it. But if you can, going back to my whiskey, if you can get your hands on one of these Russel's Reserve 10-year bourbon, grab yourself a bottle.
What's the rating on it?
Easily 4.5.
Oh, my man.
Easily.
Did you get a new job?
Wow.
Did you get a new job?
Did I get a new job?
Yeah, 4.5.
4.5.
4.5. Are you now the distributor in Texas for that place?
I thought I was on payroll with the other spot. Wild Acre.
You got multiple side hustles. He's slinging beer, whiskey, all of it.
Just trying to keep the lights on, man. That's all.
Oh man. So I recently watched this amazing movie, and I'm being sarcastic as fuck because
amazing. That's
amazing
not the word I was
movie.
thinking about.
Cocaine Bear. So let me tell you, this is one of the worst good movies I've ever seen in my life. I'm gonna leave it spoiler free. 100% spoiler free. It's, in my opinion, it's a very bad good movie, and that's the best way I can describe it. It's entertaining, and it's like I watched it once. It's out of my system. What about you, Kream? You seen it?
So I saw it. Yes, I saw it, and it kept me entertained the whole time. I mean, how could you not keep on watching it? You know, whether it's good or bad, it was just like, how often do you see a bear on cocaine?
Spoilers! I'm kidding.
Oh, sorry.
I'm kidding. It says Cocaine Bear.
I mean, that's the name of the freaking movie, you know? And it's like, I mean, it's kind of like you have to follow your gut, because it's like one person says no, and then another person says yes, and then you end up in this thing, and you end up dead, and another person survives, and it's like,
yo, is this a true story?
It's based on true events.
Yeah,
I remember the true
story. So apparently, like, bears like cocaine or something.
I don't know if you heard, but humans do too.
Imagine the stress on a bear. When you do cocaine, you feel aggressive, and it's like, imagine a bear, like, just wanting more of it.
Animal cruelty. I mean, I'm not watching it, so you can spoil it. I'm not gonna watch it.
No. We're not gonna spoil it for anybody else. You should watch it. It's definitely worth watching just for the laughs.
When did the movie come out? Oh, it came out this year. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
that's it.
All right, so
It's like think of, okay, so let's go back in time for a minute, right, to the 90s and 80s, and think about all the movies that came out where the animal was the bad guy. Cujo, Jaws, something like that.
King Kong.
King Kong really wasn't a bad guy, but I get it. Yeah, I guess so. They took him out of his element. They really kidnapped him, so that's the human's fault. But
the monkey went monkey, right?
Giant ants. They had giant ants. The Blackbird movie. What else? They had all these animals during that.
Yeah,
time.
exactly.
Yeah.
So this is one of those movies where, again, the animal is the bad guy, and you just you don't predict what an animal does, especially when it's on cocaine. So
and they can't speak, so I don't know. You don't know
what kind of crazy shit they're going through, man, or whatever it is. So yeah, I recommend watch it once. I don't know if you
maybe not with the kids.
Yeah, don't watch with the kids. Actually, the kids were in it, so it wasn't too bad. There's kids in it.
Oh yeah.
So it's not a kid-friendly movie?
Oh, wait,
I mean, it depends. It depends on how. There's no sex or anything like that, so you don't have to worry about that shit. But it depends on how mature your kids are, right? If they understand what cocaine is and not to fuck with cocaine and all that shit, that's one thing. But like, there's kids in the movie. The kids are a big part of the movie. I guess that's part of spoilers. I don't know. But yeah, it's definitely a movie where, like I said, it's a really bad movie, but fucking fun to watch. That's the best way to describe it.
Well, I saw the preview and I was like, I'm not watching this bullshit.
And it's Ray Liotta's last movie. Come on, like, shout out to Ray Liotta.
Okay, yeah.
My man Henry Hill, Goodfellas, like that's he's got to have some respect on his name.
Yeah. I'll put respect on Ray's name. Probably still won't watch the movie. I
say watch it. Watch it. Watch it one night. If you and the wife
it's free on Netflix.
No, it's on Peacock.
Oh, I got that. Yeah. I got that.
It's on Peacock. This is not an ad, so I don't work for Peacock.
Unless you want to sponsor us,
Yeah, hey, come through.
Peacock, what's up?
But hey, Peacock.
You know what it is. Hit me up in the DMs.
There's so many things I want to say right now that I don't want to say, that I'm like,
no. If you got to think about it more than once.
Anyway, it's fun to watch. Again, it's a fun movie to watch once. Just watch it, get it out of your system, and go, the fuck were the Max Allotment Podcast talking about?
Yo, the movie's whack. Don't come after me. That's all I gotta say.
There's plot twists in the movie, if that helps. There's some plot twists, so it does have a little bit of like, oh shit, oh.
Is there like a happy ending?
I guess.
Does the bear go to rehab?
Depending on whose perspective you're looking at this from.
He cleans up.
Hi, my name is Bear. I've been 9 months sober.
Yo, does the bear die? Can we? No, we're not gonna.
No,
we're not saying anything.
No.
Nothing.
Okay, nothing. Okay, yeah.
The bear goes to rehab. That's about it.
Yo, this bear took down the whole brick.
A few times.
Are you watching it?
I'm watching a preview. Oh shit.
You have to see it. It's kind of funny in a way.
Oh, Ice Cube's son is in it. All right. Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh, what's his name? O'Shea.
O'Shea, yeah.
O'Shea, yeah, he's in it.
Can we call him Little Cube? No.
Crust Cubes.
Wow.
Wow. He's actually a pretty good actor. I mean, granted, he was raised in that world, but he's actually pretty good at what he does. All the roles that I've seen him in so far, like, he does really good. He's not.
I'll give you that.
He was good. He's an Obi-Wan. He did really, like I said, he did a really good job. Like, I was pretty impressed with his acting. Like, he's not top tier actor. Like, he's not, oh shit, he needs to have like academies and fucking Oscars and shit like that. Yeah. But he definitely you know, for being somebody who was raised in that world, like in that whatever, he does pretty good.
Is he better than Chris Pratt though?
I would watch him over Chris Pratt if that's what you're asking me. I have not seen Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Just throwing it out there.
I have not seen it, but I will.
I've heard a lot of interesting things about that. Mostly good.
Don't spoil it for me.
I haven't heard. I don't know. Mostly good.
You haven't seen it. I'm gonna go watch it. Maybe not this weekend, but the weekend after that. I'm gonna watch it. Damn it.
Let's wrap this up.
Enough with the bear.
So, Crenly, you sent me a link about a date that was like really expensive.
Yep.
Tell the people what it was.
So, Golden State Warriors star guard, I believe that's what he plays, Jordan Poole. He, for those of you that don't know, he just got, like, he signed a contract for a lot of money. I don't know the number, but it was a lot of money.
Okay.
And so now he went from, you know, regular dude making minimum whatever on a rookie contract or whatever the number was, to making a shit ton of money. I mean, dude got paid, right? And then he went on a date with Ice Spice, the rapper out of New York. I don't know if you guys know her. I don't know much about her. I thought she was in Brooklyn, but anyway.
She's in Bronx.
Okay, from the Bronx. I don't know much about her. I only know her.
I'm not proud of that. I'm just saying she's from the Bronx.
Oh, okay. All right. Damn. You're not proud of that. Fuck. She's doing well. I thought she was doing well. She's doing well. Her song's on the radio.
There's some videos of her doing some wild shit in concerts, and I'll keep moving from there. Go ahead.
Okay, I don't know anything about that, so I'm gonna skip right past that. So this dude paid $500,000. He spent $500,000 on a date with this young lady. 500. I'm gonna say it again. 500,000. That is 5 zeros after the 5. $500,000.
Not to her.
What am I doing?
To
What am I
her
doing
or
wrong?
He spent $500,000 on this date.
Wait. We gotta go back to what Kream said.
What'd you say?
I said, what am I doing wrong? What's wrong with me?
Kream's like, chill. I just want $10,000. Like, what's good?
Jesus.
$500,000 on a date.
Okay, first of all, go ahead.
Go ahead.
First of all, how much of this is confirmed? Because a date, even if it's for a full, even if it's for a full day, we're talking about 8 a.m. to like 12 a.m. type of shit, right? Like, we're talking about full fucking day. $500,000 is difficult to spend without buying shit that you're gonna keep.
I'm with you. Let's back up a little bit. This dude, he just signed a 4-year, $128 million contract.
How much is that guaranteed?
$123 million.
Wow. Okay. So he splurges. So
I get it. He's got it. He's got the money.
But
however, 500,000.
Bro, that's like going house shopping on a whim, and just fucking doing some random shit after that, like getting sushi or some shit. Like, you can't just spend $500,000. You have to, like.
I need pictures. I need to see how these people look. I need pictures right
Ice
now.
Ice Spice looks like listen.
I'm
not a fan of her music, nor am I a fan of her looks. That's all I'm saying.
Wow.
And she's from the Bronx. What did I tell you? Like, you know, that's
$500,000.
But what can you? Let's imagine. Okay, you go to the most expensive restaurant. You're still dropping 30, 40,000, right? Let's talk about champagne, food, lobsters, all that shit, right? Like, you're fucking going ham. 30, 40K, right? That's roughly. You hire a limo that night, whatever it is. What are you spending? Yeah.
Limo. This is like a helicopter.
You get a helicopter. That's another $50,000. So we're barely breaking 100,000
across the street. Like,
yeah,
that's a lot of money you're spending, like, in one date.
This is why I've said beer dates are the best, because we go get us some beer.
Look, I mean, granted, you don't have 120, whatever the number is. 100.
You don't know about pockets, bro. You don't know about pockets. Get the fuck out of here.
You ain't got 123 million.
You don't know about pockets. Get out of here.
I mean, I'm not in anybody's pocket, but yo, that is so much money.
Yo, so let me get
I
this
get
straight.
it. He was trying to impress her. I get it.
No, I don't get it. No.
Mm.
I don't get it. I don't get it. No, listen. This is where we're gonna do the whole. You say this. I'm gonna say this. I don't get it because even to impress her, spending $500,000. No.
You bugging. You're
No.
bugging.
On a first date, what if it doesn't work out? I mean,
you're setting the bar so high. Like
I know.
So what's the second day gonna be? Like,
What's that date number 2?
Like,
Yo, Netflix and chill.
You can't spend like $5,000 on the second dinner.
Yeah.
On the second date. Because now it's like, you bum. You only got 5,000.
Netflix and chill.
Yeah.
Oh my. Hey,
Netflix and chill. That's what I'm about. Netflix and chill.
Jordan Poole, you bugging.
I don't even have Netflix. I'm Netflix and chill.
You're bugging. 20. Oh my. So his yearly.
We do Peacock and chill.
This is why I love Kream. Just drops the gems and she just dips out. Oh man.
His yearly salary, 27 million.
I'll say it's gonna be 30 million roughly.
27,455,357 dollars.
So at 27
and
million,
a couple pennies.
$27,500,000, right, on the date. You're dropping. That's
I don't care
at
what
least
the percentage
2% of your fucking salary.
I don't care. That is way too much money.
I'm still curious as to the how. How the fuck did you?
Did he fly to
How the
Europe?
fuck did you spend this money? Like you got to travel around the world in one night to do that shit.
Did he do that? Did he like just spend the entire time on a fucking plane?
Did he rent a
flying
magic
around the
carpet?
world?
Did he find the only magic carpet in the world? Rented that shit and took her ass like in fucking Aladdin? Like that's like wow.
They get like matching Rolex or like matching like super duper cars. I have no idea. Like
But
I don't know.
Even with matching Rolexes, you still. I mean, how much is a Rolex? I don't know.
60, 70,000 roughly, a high end one.
Okay, so how much? 60?
60, 70K, yeah, roughly.
So you get
roughly.
two
Don't
of them,
quote me. Don't come at me, bro. I don't know jewelry. I'm just assuming.
70K. That's 140,000. That's still 360,000 left.
Jesus.
First of all, if that's your first date, I don't know. You're giving out Rolexes on your first date.
Come on, man. Stop.
The question is, okay, let's make it. Let's take the spice and make it spicy, right?
Okay.
Is he a sucker for doing that?
I think so.
Kream.
That's a lot of money.
As
man.
a lady.
Yes.
He's a sucker?
But what if he's the one that offered it?
Doesn't matter. He's still a sucker.
It's not so yeah.
I don't know. There's some people that like to like just buy people things.
How much are you buying with in
I
like
don't know.
4
I know,
hours?
like understand you, but at the same time, there's people that are actually, if you have the money, they just go all out.
Yeah, but okay, so let me explain what I mean by sucker,
Yes, he's
right?
a sucker. Yes.
For the first date, he goes and spends $500,000.
I need receipts, man. I need receipts.
Look, I don't like the whole thing because nobody has ever spent nowhere near that close.
She's like, I haven't broken 1,000. God damn it! Let me get a G.
If it was me, I'll be like, I will have a completely different answer. But
I'm trying to find out what
that's
this
a lot of
dude
money.
paid for.
So let me.
I
So okay.
Yeah.
What did
So
he
as
buy?
a lady, 500,000. What can you see a man spending anywhere near? Let's take half of that, 250K.
If it was me, I would ask him to buy me a business, and I would use that 500,000 in a business and flip that shit and make money for myself. That's what I would use that money for. But any other dumb
And then Netflix and chill the rest of the night.
yeah, why not? Anybody else would be like, oh my god, give me a car, a vacation, and this and that. No, be like 500. That's what I need for a business right now. So I would take that shit so easy and like create my own thing. That's what I would do.
I don't blame you for
Why
that.
not?
I don't blame you.
But I think that's excessive. You don't even know this person. First date. Like, come on.
Second, third,
even
fourth,
second date.
Bro,
date.
500,000. That's my wife. That's my like forever person. That's the person that I'm like, yo, I'm investing 500,000 into you. Like, we are together for life.
I've been trying to like in my. I've been trying to figure out who is it she looks like. She looks like the Wendy's girl. With the red hair.
Oh man.
She looks like the Wendy's girl.
All right. So
oh my god.
To wrap it up, what's an acceptable if you're an average Joe?
Oh my god.
Average Joe, right? Average Joe. You know me. I'm beer dates. Let's go on dates. Let's get some drinks. Let's get loaded. Let's get fucked up. And let's see what happens. Right? What's an acceptable number, price-wise?
A regular Joe?
Roughly. And everybody has to be different.
Nowadays, a couple hundred. Like up to 2. Because everything, inflation. I would have said 100, but now everything's so damn expensive that 200 is pretty much $100, you know?
Okay. I spent that around that, yeah.
2 to 300, 2 to 300, just to give yourself some wiggle room. But
now, is this a date with the wife or a date with a first date type of thing?
Well, we're talking first date. We're talking in comparison to.
Okay.
I mean, Jordan Poole's pockets are clearly deeper than all of ours. But
bro, get out of my pockets, bro. You don't know what I got.
My man, you got 123 mil.
You know me. You don't know.
Don't. 23.
You don't know what I got in the mattress, bro. Fuck out of here.
Your money's in trash bags.
He has tooth fairy money. Tooth fairy money.
You think that cocaine beer shit was fake, bro?
Fuck a bank account. Your shit is in bags, right?
I got it in barrels and bags in the walls.
I don't care how much money you got. This is excessive. Well, no, it's excessive. I don't care how much. First date?
Listen, I'm gonna be a little bit of an asshole, but I'm also gonna quote Cameron a little bit. She's from the Bronx. There's no way you need to show her $500,000 in that.
I know. Seriously.
Listen, take her to City Island, Seafood City. Save yourself $490,000 or $495,000. Yeah, I'm telling you right now.
Where's this dude from? Let me look this up.
Jordan Poole.
Yeah. Oh, he went to Michigan. Come on, man.
Could you imagine, like, at the end of the night, you expect to get some, and she was like, "No, I'm okay."
She's like, "No."
Thank you for taking me out. I'll call you.
I'll DM you. I'll DM you.
Yeah, I'll DM you. Don't even give you his number.
Oh man.
Then you get blocked. And you're like, oh shit. He's from Wisconsin, Milwaukee.
Okay.
Oh, he's a cheesehead.
And he's from Milwaukee, went to Michigan. So he's from the northern part of the country. Nah, I don't care where you're from. Nope. Not an excuse. Not an excuse to spend that much money. This is what happens when this is new money. Like the shit's it's like burning a hole in your pocket to the point where you gotta go all out.
Bro, but you're gonna buy houses, cars, jewelry. Like so listen, that's been rapper 101 for the past 25 plus years.
Absolutely.
Buy a house, buy a car, buy jewelry. Sometimes they skip out the house and the car. They just go straight to jewelry. But
and you got to remember the agent, your financial, all the people around you that you got to pay, and you can't forget about Uncle Sam. That motherfucker's gonna get his cut. So that 123 mil, that's not gonna be 123.
Wait. So now you mentioned taxes. How much do you think of how much do you think of all that as taxes though?
Bro, this is California. He plays for Golden State, so whatever percentage.
He's paying like 20% taxes, bro. They're fucking crazy out there
in California. So
they gotta pay for all the San names. San Samuel needs to get paid, bro, man.
After this contract, San Jordan. There's a San Jordan somewhere in California.
Oh
Nah.
man,
Nah,
listen,
nah, bro.
that date
You
was
bugging.
crazy. I'm good.
You
if
bugging.
that's what it costs, or if that's what I got to do to like even listen.
No.
A couple hundred.
This is
a
outlandish.
couple hundred is, and I'm gonna call it. I know I'm gonna call it cheap. A couple hundred is somebody that I'm like really into. Like I'm really digging you. I'm chill. Whatever. But even if I don't have the energy to go out and spend a couple hundred, like whatever we're gonna do, we have to like go out, interact. I gotta get dressed. I gotta fucking do all this shit. Like that's a lot, my man. Like I'm good. I'm at the age. I'm lazy right now. I'm at the age where I'm like, yo, we chilling.
So that's
So that's
I'm not-
probably because you're over there in Arizona, but like if you're in Miami, you have to keep up with this shit over here. It's so crazy. I don't even know how guys are players. Like you have to date multiple women. How much money are you spending? Like, not, oh my god, like you know what I mean? It's like
Listen,
over there, it's probably more mellow. Over here, the women's standard, like they expect you to spend a certain amount. Like it's just crazy.
so.
Like
Listen,
You and I are both from Miami, and we know how women in Miami are. If this is what you're expecting, nah, bro. If
you're not my
a guy,
type. You're not my type. Is that
if you're a
simple?
guy,
Yeah.
if you're a guy in Miami and you feel like you got to break the bank to take a woman out,
yeah.
you that's not the right place for you to be at. bro.
I've had the DMs like, yo, fly me out, fly me this. I'm like, no. I'm like, why?
Fly you out.
Yeah.
Shit.
Like, no, I'm not doing that.
Nah.
Like, what the fuck? Who do you think I am? No.
Stay in your.
First of all, it's
financial
not
lane.
about it's not about being cheap or whatever. It's like I don't know
Bruh.
you like that. I don't know you to fuck
Nah.
with you like that. I don't know you to spend money like that. Like, no, that's not happening. It's not gonna happen. I'm good. I'm not the guy
I'm
for
with
that.
you. I'm with you. If you gotta go, I mean, I get it. Miami is Miami, but nah, man. If you gotta go.
That's
all out
why
like
I
this,
stayed in Fort Lauderdale.
Nah. Nah.
That's why I was in Coral Springs in that little area up there.
In that quiet little pocket.
That's it, my man. That's it.
There ain't no clubs up there.
That's it.
This is bars for beer dates.
That's
all
it.
it is.
See,
That's it. That's all he cares.
that's all I care about. Yo, let's get a 2-piece and a biscuit and let's talk.
Two pieces of biscuit.
Some
That's a dry
chicken-
biscuit, so you can't even talk. You're like,
Meow,
Hey.
meow, meow.
some chicken wings to go, Netflix and Peacock or whatever the fuck you said a little while ago. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Peacock
No.
and never mind.
Peacock
I had something in my mind I was gonna say, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be mature a little bit, just a little bit, just
now you want to be mature.
a little bit, a little bit.
We were Ratchet a little while ago. Now we're back to.
Oh, we're still Ratchet, but I'm mature a little
Okay.
bit, just a little. Un poco.
Either way, Jordan Poole.
You a sucker.
Jordan Poole. Even if he marries this girl, he's probably
Sucker,
gonna say.
mamao,
He's probably gonna like
payaso.
2 years from now, 2-3 years from now, he's probably gonna say, "Yeah, I was bugging." 500,000,
Bro,
on our first date.
Every other date after that is gonna expect that, no matter who it is.
yeah.
Maybe, I hope not.
Psh, what do you mean? Hope not. It's already in the works.
We don't know that.
It's already in the
So
works.
crazy.
You
It's already in
spent
the works?
$500,000 on Ice Spice. You don't spend it on me. What the fuck? Chief
Oh,
in the Bronx. Yeah,
You're talking about the next woman.
yeah.
Who knows? I want details, guys. Anybody knows the details of this
Send the
story?
links.
I need details.
Send the links.
Yes. What did they buy? Where did they go? I need to know where that money went.
Give me a reason for half of the money, and I'll go. Okay, you know what? The rest makes sense.
Yeah.
None of it. I don't care what you say. None of it makes sense.
No. I just want to know how it was spent. Like, you know how you ever seen those like, oh, you got a day to spend $25,000. What we spend it on type of thing. Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
if you had a full day to spend $500K, like, what would you really spend it on? Like, what the fuck are you buying besides a house? Because that's the first thing I do.
Yeah, but you can't like. I get what you're saying, but you can't go buy a house in one day. Like, here you go. Like, I mean, but I get what you're saying.
Why not? If I see a property, I like it. This is a price range. It's around the
I'm looking at. There's so many commas in this contract. I'm like, yo, this is. Stop. Anyways,
Kream, take us home.
please. Put it
Final